Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another What If video. My name is Viep here, and today's topic is what if an employee is regularly absent? How can the employer combat absenteeism in the workplace? As we know, one of the major problems facing employers is the excessive use of sick leave by employees, usually without advance notice to the employer. And what aggravates the problem is the fact that several myths exist about employee rights in respect of sick leave. Some employees are convinced that they enjoy better work security when they are sick than when they are healthy. Other employees believe that medical certificates cannot be questioned, or that until sick leave has been used, the employer cannot take steps to address the disruption caused by irregular absenteeism. Now, from an employer point of view, the failure to address the problem does not only cost money, but it could also be extremely disruptive and also demotivating to your more loyal employees. The question is, how do we overcome the problem? Now, overcoming the problem of regular absenteeism requires an extensive strategy that should include incentives as well as sanctions. Naturally, it would be ideal for the employer to tackle and overcome the problem in cooperation with trade unions or employee representatives, if applicable. The point of departure, in our view, of such a strategy is to determine and to implement an acceptable standard of absenteeism due to illness. After this, a standard or a process of counseling should follow with formal as well as informal steps, followed by an action plan until an ultimatum and final investigation that would normally result in dismissal. The main objective throughout should be to combat abuse and not to punish persons who are really ill or who have become disabled. As we know, there are very clear guidelines for such cases in the statutory codes of good practice. In terms of administration of medical certificates, this should also be improved. You can develop a good dose of cynicism about such documents, which we know is in effect hearsay, and it is advisable that there's a process in place that deals with what a medical certificate should contain. It's important to set out clear guidelines about what must appear in a certificate before the employer would accept it. We know that the Basic Conditions of Employment Act contains some of these guidelines, so a clear policy on when the certificates are required is also necessary. For example, for absence on Mondays or Fridays, and when employees is absent due to illness on more than 2 occasions in an 8-week period. Now, where abuses of certificates is suspected, further investigation should be undertaken with a view to institute disciplinary steps. In suitable cases, medical practitioners who issue certificates in the knowledge that it constitutes abuse may also be reported to their professional body. It is definitely recommended that employers who do not provide medical services on their premises make use of medical practitioners to advise on the acceptability or not of suspicious certificates on a consultancy basis, for example, and on other ways of combating abuse. Alternatively, there are institutions whose exclusive business is investigating the validity of certificates, helping to combat abuse and encouraging sound health care. Another way of discouraging abuse is by conducting a short, structured interview with each employee returning from sick leave. As we know, the return to work interview. In this return to work interview, certain relevant information will be gained by the employer. This serves as an early warning to the employee that his or her or their absence is being monitored. In other words, you are just a little bit more visible and in the face of the employer. It is also recommended that incentives be given to those who hold a good attendance record. Now, this may take several forms, but need not to be excessively costly. It may entail money, for example, in the form of bonuses, pro rata additional holiday leave, or something more practical such as food coupons, etc. More controversial, but extremely effective, is the publication on notice boards within the enterprise of certain information, including a graphic representation of the absenteeism pattern and the impact thereof in rands and cents. One could also consider displaying attendance register without invading privacy to complete the picture. Keep in mind, however, that the purpose is not to disadvantage people who are really ill or absent due to pregnancy, for example, but to combat the most disruptive forms of absenteeism. Employers naturally need to ensure that the working environment, working conditions, and their management methods do not contribute to the problem. Finally, no strategy would be complete unless employers provide assistance programs to employees who need it, or at least make access to these assistance possible. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today. I trust that this video is helpful in assisting you to combat absenteeism in the workplace. Should you require any further assistance in this regard, please do not hesitate to contact us. Until next time, bye-bye.